Yeah. Yeah, I feel comfortable. I feel like I've been here before. So it's like you're not gonna catch me out of my comfort zone. Also, on top of that, I put in a lot of work here before I got signed to WWE. So, there's a fan base that's here that has yet to see me as Carmelo Hayes, especially as NXT champion. So it's a very kind of homecoming feeling, a very comfortable feeling. But the big focus at hand is Bron Breakker still. I won't let that lose sight of that.
Yeah, that Bron Breaker, he's a bad guy, spelling his name with two K's and
Yeah,
Breaker.
right. What's up
Come
with
on,
that, man?
as the Hurricane would say, what's up with that? Because it's a bit of a heelish move, but but in reality, when you're coming here for NXT Battleground, and what can fans expect? Because again, I was at Stand and Deliver in LA watching you win that gold. How did that feel when that 3 count happened? Because all the hard work, the validation finally must have been, oh, I feel good.
Yeah. There was a moment leading up to it. I told myself, I said, I'm gonna live in this moment because you don't get very many of those like type of moments. I said, I'm gonna freaking live in that. And I remember sitting there. I think they caught it on TV when as we were closing out, and I was on the turnbuckle, and I looked up, I said, man, I worked so freaking hard for this. And I looked down at the title, and it was caught on TV. But then after we went off air, I remember sitting on the ring apron and just reflecting and just thinking of like the journey it took to get there. Everybody screaming Mello. It was just like surreal, man. You really can't even, now that I'm speaking it out loud, it's almost like I'm feeling it again. Once in a lifetime experience. So I mean, I'm just so grateful that I got to do that.
I know it must be hard to walk away from the ring after such a moment and try to bottle that up because it's hard to compare.
Yeah, yeah. You look forward to the next one, and just getting back to work. Me, as soon as it's done, it's like, okay, that was a great moment, But now, like, the real work starts. You win the championship, the real work starts, man.
Yeah, defending the gold in Battleground against Bron Breaker. What can fans expect from this matchup? Because we've already seen it once. And now Bron, he keeps
Yeah,
trying to get your number, even going to the barbershop where you go. That's
and
not cool. That's not cool.
it's not cool, And I think that this is beyond the championship at this point. And I said before, he's thrived more without this championship. He doesn't want this championship. He wants to hurt me, and he wants to embarrass me in front of my friends and my family. And there's a competition as to who the guy is, who's number one, who's number two. I always thought I was number one. He's always thought he was number one. And I am number one, and he still thinks he's number one. And I think that we need to put that conversation to rest. So at NXT Battleground, who the real number one is, undisputed. That's where really we're going to find out.